Imagine that the storied troubadour in Los Angeles is a hive of activity in 1979. Drinks clink, guitars scream through soundchecks, and excitement permeates the air. But there's a storm brewing backstage. One of the greatest voices in music, Linda Ronstadt, leaves the green room with a look of silence and frustration on her face. Why? She was pushed over the brink by one name on the performance list. Beneath her expertise and grace, that moment remained a mystery for years. However, at the age of 78, Linda Ronstadt is speaking out and naming the 7 musicians she found intolerable. Wondering who was on the list? You won't believe who's involved in these stories, so stay with me through to the very finish. Let's establish the scene. Linda Ronstadt was a force to be reckoned with, not merely a vocalist. She was born in 1946 in Tucson, Arizona, and was raised in a household that valued music above all else. She was the first woman to sell out large venues and won 11 Grammy Awards for her ability to switch between a sweet country and a ferocious rock voice. She collaborated with icons such as Dolly Parton and the Eagles, fusing rock, country, and even Mexican folk into classics that shaped entire generations. However, she concealed a side that was full of rivalries, betrayals, and conflicts behind her beautiful voice and chart-topping achievements. We're delving into the little-known tales of the 7 musicians she claims to have detested today. Are you prepared for the drama? Come on. Let's first discuss why this is important. Imagine huge egos, lofty goals, and a never-ending battle for attention in the music industry of the 1970s. Even though Linda was at the top, things weren't always simple. She experienced creative conflicts, power struggles, and hurtful personal slights. She is finally talking about these incidents at the age of 78, providing us with a unique glimpse into the true cost of celebrity. These are tales of friendships being put to the test and trust being betrayed, not only petty grievances. Do you want to know her list's first name? It's shocking, so keep watching. One of the most well-known figures Linda brought up was a drummer who became really famous but left her feeling deceived. Once a close partner, this musician used her as a springboard to advance his own career. Imagine them collaborating on a project, exchanging ideas, and creating something unique. However, he is working behind her back to steal the show, pushing Linda to the background. She referred to it as a knife in the back, and it altered her perception of industry people. This conflict was personal as well as professional. Who do you think this drummer is? Don't leave, because I'll tell you later. The rock star who follows has an inflated ego that was out of proportion to the space. He sucked all the air out of every space he entered, according to Linda. She is referring to a frontman who is well known for his outrageous shows and exuberant demeanor. She claimed that because everything had to be focused on him, working with him was draining. In one instance, he disregarded her suggestions and attempted to run the entire practice. The tension was high, but Linda, who never backs down, pushed back. Respect was at the heart of this conflict, not just music. Are you wondering who this rock star is? For the complete surprise, wait until the very end. Linda also mentioned a singer-songwriter that she liked but was unable to collaborate with. Creative disagreements were the root of their quarrel. Linda enjoyed taking chances, fusing different genres, and using her voice to tell tales. However, this artist was set in their ways and would not change their vision. They argued about the direction of a song during a recording session and used strong language. The rift never repaired when Linda left feeling degraded. It serves as a reminder that when egos get in the way, even gifted people can conflict. Curious about who this was? The list is getting wilder, so keep an eye on it. Let's now discuss a bandmate who betrayed her confidence. During lengthy tours, she depended on this musician, who was a member of her close group. However, their loyalty waned when celebrity struck. Linda told a story of how one bandmate began to discredit her during a tour in the late 1970s in order to improve their own reputation. Linda placed a high importance on loyalty, thus the betrayal was very painful. "You don't expect your own team to turn against you," she remarked. This story is powerful because it demonstrates how even intimate relationships can be twisted by fame. Stay tuned to learn who deceived her. A producer who attempted to manage her sound is the 5th name. Linda was well known for her audacious selections, such as lullabies or mariachi music. However, this producer urged her to limit herself to safe, mainstream songs. They disagreed on every aspect of one album, including the lyrics, tempo, and even her voice style. Linda felt as though her creativity was being suppressed. She was frustrated by the encounter, but she refused to back down. This battle was about her right to be herself, not only music. Is it possible that someone would attempt to box in Linda Ronstadt? You'll find out shortly, so keep watching. Unexpectedly, number 6 features a country music artist Linda worked with early in her career. Although they appeared to be a wonderful fit, tension existed behind the scenes. This artist made subtle comments throughout sessions because he was envious of Linda's growing prominence. Although Linda, who is always professional, maintained her composure, the animosity grew. She acknowledged years later that singing alongside someone who didn't appreciate her achievement was difficult. Envy can ruin even the strongest relationships, as this anecdote demonstrates. Are you curious about this country music star's name? It will be at the very end. A guitarist who was a legend in his own right is the last name Linda mentions. He attempted to outshine her on stage during a live performance, which sparked their argument. He kept taking center stage with his lengthy solos and ostentatious maneuvers, even though Linda was the main attraction. The disagreement heated up when she confronted him backstage. According to Linda, he seemed to be attempting to make her invisible. This altercation was about two powerful personalities vying for dominance, and it went beyond a single night. Keep watching because the complete list is revealed at the conclusion. If these stories astonished you, please hit the like button before leaving and leave a comment below. Did Linda's candor surprise you? Watch to the conclusion for an incredible bonus information about Linda's career, then subscribe for more untold music stories. In relation to it, here is the added benefit. In the 1970s, Linda was the first female performer to sell out stadiums, opening the door for modern-day performers like Taylor Swift. I appreciate you seeing, and I hope to see you in the next video.